Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this explosive breakdown of one of the most shocking moments in British daytime TV history. Just yesterday, the set of Lorraine Kelly's beloved morning show turned into a battlefield when Dame Julie Walters, the iconic actress known for her roles in everything from Billy Elliot to Mamma Mia, was unceremoniously kicked off after a heated clash with host Lorraine Kelly herself. Picture this. The studio lights beaming down on two national treasures, both celebrated for their warmth and wit, but something snapped in that seemingly innocuous chat about Julie's latest memoir. It started innocently enough, with Lorraine praising Julie's career highs, from her Olivier Award-winning stage work to her heartfelt BAFTA speeches. But as the conversation delved into Julie's recent health battles and her decision to step back from Hollywood blockbusters, Lorraine's questions took a sharper edge. Was it a probe into Julie's vulnerability, or something more pointed? Viewers at home sensed the shift immediately as social media lit up with tweets like "Lorraine's gone too far," and "Protect Julie at all costs." The tension built like a storm cloud over the Scottish countryside, and before long, raised voices echoed through the ITV studios. Julie, ever the firebrand with her no-nonsense Lancashire roots, didn't hold back, firing off retorts that cut through the polite chit-chat like a knife through butter. What began as a light-hearted exchange about aging gracefully in the spotlight morphed into a raw confrontation over authenticity in the entertainment industry. Lorraine, defending her journalistic chops honed over decades on GMTV and beyond, pushed back with equal fervor, accusing Julie of dodging the realities of fame's toll. The audience in the studio fell silent, cameras capturing every furrowed brow and clenched jaw. And then, in a move that stunned the production team, a quick huddle off mic led to the unthinkable, security escorting Julie from the set mid-segment. As the red light blinked off on her microphone, Julie's parting words hung in the air. "I've given my life to this craft, and you reduce it to gossip?" Leaving Lorraine visibly shaken, her trademark smile cracking just a fraction. This wasn't just a spat, it was a seismic rift between two women who've shaped British culture, and the fallout is already rippling across tabloids and talk shows alike. Stay tuned as we unpack the layers of this drama, from the whispers backstage to the public outcry demanding apologies. Let's rewind to the moments leading up to the clash, because context is everything in these high-stakes TV encounters. Julie Walters arrived at the ITV studios in White City looking every bit the Damia elegant in a tailored emerald green dress that echoed her Irish heritage, her signature bob haircut framing a face lined with stories from stage and screen. Lorraine Kelly, fresh from her weekend slot on the show, was in her element, sipping tea from a floral mug while prepping notes on Julie's new book, Unscripted, A Life in Lights and Shadows, which candidly explores her arthritis struggles and the emotional weight of stepping away from roles that defined her. The segment kicked off with the usual fanfare, applause from the live audience, a quick plug for upcoming guests like a rising pop star and a cookbook author. Lorraine's opening line was pure charm. "Julie, you're not just an actress, you're a force of nature." Drawing laughs and setting a cozy tone. But as they transitioned to the memoir, Lorraine leaned in with that probing gaze she's famous for, asking, "You've spoken about the pain of leaving the industry. Do you regret not fighting harder against the ageism?" Julie paused, her eyes narrowing slightly, and responded with measured candor, "Regret? No, Lorraine. I've fought enough battles. Sometimes, grace means knowing when to bow out." The exchange teetered on insightful, with Julie sharing anecdotes from her educating Rita days, how the role mirrored her own class-climbing journey from working-class medic to West End stardom. Yet, Lorraine pressed further, her Scottish lilt sharpening, "But isn't that giving up? Fans adore you, shouldn't you push back like Meryl does?" It was here the air thickened. Julie's laugh turned dry, replying, "Meryl has her privileges, love. Not all of us get to rewrite the script at 60. Whispers from the crew later revealed Lorraine had been briefed to elicit emotional depth, but the pivot to personal sacrifice felt like a trap to Julie. As the clock ticked toward the ad break, the barbs flew faster. Lorraine on the entitlement of legacy stars, Julie countering with the hypocrisy of morning TV glossing over real grit. The director's signals went ignored, and suddenly, the floor manager stepped in, mic in hand, signaling the end. Julie's chair scraped back with a screech audible over the monitors, Her exit a whirlwind of rustling papers and stunned gasps. Outside, paparazzi swarmed, but Julie waved them off with a steely no comment yet. This prelude wasn't mere banter, it exposed fault lines in how we celebrate women in media, and the video clips circulating online are already amassing millions of views, fueling debates on respect versus ratings. Now, diving deeper into the heart of the confrontation, it's clear this wasn't a spontaneous flare-up but a collision of two powerhouse personalities with decades of unspoken industry gripes. Lorraine Kelly, at 66, has built an empire on empathy, her show a staple for cozy confessions and celebrity cuddles, but critics have long whispered she's mastered the art of the tough love question to spike ratings. Julie, 75 and battle-scarred from typecasting fights in the 80s, arrived expecting a sympathetic ear, not an interrogation. The Flashpoint, a seemingly innocuous query about Julie's retirement, rumors that morphed into Lorraine challenging her legacy. You've inspired generations, but stepping back now, doesn't that leave a void for younger actresses? Julie's response was vintage Walters, blunt and brilliant. A void? The industry's bloated with talent, Lorraine. The void is in the scripts that sideline women over 40. The studio audience shifted uncomfortably as Lorraine, perhaps stung by the implication of her own show's demographic skew, retorted, "But that's why we need voices like yours pushing from within, not walking away." Voices rose, Julie gesturing animatedly with her memoir in hand, pages fluttering like battle flags. "Pushing? I've pushed till my bones ache. You sit here in your safe slot, judging from afar." The exchange escalated, touching on broader woes, pay disparities, the erasure of working-class stories, even a jab at Lorraine's polished persona versus Julie's raw authenticity. Off-camera, producers scrambled, one later leaking to The Sun that Lorraine was going for gold, but Julie turned it into a cage fight. As the argument peaked, with Julie accusing the host of performing outrage for clicks, Lorraine's face flushed, her retort a hiss. "This is journalism, not a therapy session." That was the breaking point. A producer's voice crackled over the earpiece. A cut to commercial. "Now." But Julie was already rising, chair toppling slightly, declaring, "If this is your idea of chat, count me out." Security, more protocol than force, guided her toward the green room exit, Julie's heels clicking defiantly against the polished floor. Lorraine, left solo under the lights, ad-libbed the shaky segue to Weather, her laugh forced as the band struck up a jingle. Post-incident, ITV issued a terse statement, a lively discussion that got passionate. Both ladies are professionals, but the damage? Irreparable in the court of public opinion, with #Team Julie trending and memes pitting the duo against each other like rival gladiators. This clash isn't just personal, it's a referendum on how TV treats its icons, demanding we question if entertainment's hunger for drama devours dignity. The immediate aftermath unfolded like a scene from one of Julie's dramatic films, a chaos in the corridors, cameras flashing outside, and a nation glued to their screens for updates. As Julie Walters stormed from the studio, her publicist trailing with phone in hand, the live feed cut abruptly to a pre-recorded segment on autumn fashion, leaving millions wondering what they'd just witnessed. Social media erupted within minutes. Twitter Zasaw #Julie Walters kicked off surge to the top trends, with fans posting clips captured on phones, the audio crackling with Julie's final zinger. Celebrities weighed in fast. Emma Thompson tweeted support for Julie, calling it a disgraceful ambush, while Dawn French quipped, "Lorraine, love, stick to biscuits next time." Lorraine Kelly, composure cracking, wrapped the show early, her closing remarks a mumbled "passionate women, passionate views back tomorrow," but off-air, sources say she retreated to make up for a tearful debrief with her team, questioning if her edgy style had crossed into cruelty. ITV switchboard jammed with complaints, over 5,000 in the first hour, many praising Julie's stand against patronizing probing. Meanwhile, Julie, whisked to a nearby cafe tilde copyright for solace, was spotted nursing a latte, chatting animatedly with a sympathetic waiter about the perils of live telly. By evening, her agent released a statement. Dame Julie regrets the tone but stands by her truths. She's focusing on healing, not headlines. The press frenzy was biblical. A Daily Mail front page screamed Dame Drama, Walters walks. while The Guardian dissected it as ageism's ugly face in morning TV. Late-night shows pounced. James Corden, from his LA perch, mocked the Battle of the Dames, replaying slowed-down footage for laughs. Behind the scenes, whispers of lawsuits swirled at Julie's campaign defamation. ITV bracing for sponsor pullouts. Lorraine, no stranger to scrutiny after her tax saga, faced backlash from women's groups accusing her of undermining a peer. Yet, pockets of support emerged, with loyal viewers defending her as just doing her job in a cutthroat world. As night fell, Julie posted a cryptic Instagram story, a black and white photo of her and Rita's glasses, captioned "Educated, but not silenced." The divide deepened online, forums buzzing with Pulse, a 68% siding with Julie, calling for Lorraine's apology. This ripple effect underscores TV's fragility. One mic drop, and empires teeter. Tomorrow promises more. Will reconciliation brew, or is this the end of an era for polite celebrity sofa chats? Peering beyond the spectacle, this clash reveals deeper fault lines in the glittering yet gritty world of British broadcasting, where charm masks cutthroat competition. Julie Walters, knighted for services to drama, embodies the scrappy underdog who clawed her way up from RADA rejections to RSC triumphs, her career a testament to resilience amid sexism and snobbery. Lorraine Kelly, obeyed for her broadcasting prowess, represents the steady hand. 40 years on air, from breakfast bulletins to best-selling books, her empire built on relatability and resilience post her mother's dementia journey. Their paths crossed before in 2010, a jolly joint interview on comic relief, but time and times have sharpened edges. Industry insiders murmur that Lorraine's recent ratings dip, amid streaming wars, pushed her toward bolder bookings, risking rifts for relevance. Julie, post her 2023 cancer remission announcement, guards her narrative fiercely, wary of pity parades, the kicked-off moment, a symptom of systemic strain. Morning shows craving viral moments while guests crave respect. Post-clash, Julie's book sales skyrocketed 300%, proving adversity's silver lining, while Lorraine's viewership spiked 15% from curiosity seekers. But at what cost? Mental health advocates highlighted the toll of Julie's visible distress, echoing her own admissions of anxiety in the spotlight. ITV's response evolved. An internal review promised, with diversity training floated to foster healthier dialogues. Public figures chimed in thoughtfully, and Joanne alumni urged sisterhood over showdowns, while Miriam Margolyes, Julie's pal, blasted Lorraine as overzealous terrier. On the flip side, Lorraine's defenders point to her trailblazing, first female anchor at TVM, champion of domestic abuse causes. Yet, the optics sting at two women over 60, reduced to rivals in a youth-obsessed medium. Broader implications? A wake-up for TV execs. Authenticity trumps artifice, or risk alienating audiences craving real connection. As clips loop endlessly, dissected on podcasts like Dish and The Graham Norton Show Preview.